ACC kickoff, better known as ACC Media Days, gets started next week in Charlotte, signaling we're closer to the start of a new Duke football season. Right now, the class of 2026 that Manny Diaz is putting together is really impressive.
Hi, everybody. Dick Vitale. Hey, make sure you listen, man, to Locked On Blue Devils with J.J. Jackson. He's awesome, baby.
You are Locked On Blue Devils, your daily podcast on the Duke Blue Devils. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into another episode of the Locked On Blue Devils podcast. My name is J.J. Jackson. It's so great to have you here with us today on this Friday, July 18th, 2025. Locked On Blue Devils is your one-stop shop where we discuss everything going on inside the life of Duke athletics. We talk a whole lot about Duke men's basketball and Duke football. And today we've got more recruiting interviews lined up for you to learn about this class of 2026, a truly special group that Manny Diaz has started to put together for years to come in Durham. Next week, we'll have ACC Media Days in Charlotte. I will be there on hand from Radio Row, being able to broadcast and give you updates on the upcoming football season, talking with key figures in the sport across the ACC network and so many other outlets. So excited to be there. And all that is thanks to you guys, the support that you give us each and every day here on Locked On Blue Devils. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow and subscribe to our podcast for free, wherever it is that you get your podcast. Leave us a 5-star rating and written review, particularly there on the Apple Podcast platform. Really appreciate when you guys take the time to do that. It helps us out so much. This is a lovely group that I've got supporting us each and every day here with Locked On Blue Devils. Also, make sure that you watch our show each and every day. It's available on YouTube. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button to our YouTube channel as we continue to get closer to 4,000 subscribers. I can't wait to celebrate that milestone with all of you guys. All right, so without further ado, we got to dive right in. Let's get to it. A brand new installment of Locked On Blue Devils. Welcome into another installment of Locked On Blue Devils. I am J.J. Jackson, really excited to be joined by one of the Duke football commits. Ayden Cain joins me on the show today here from the class of 2026. Ayden, it is so good to have you on the show, my friend. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Very well. Thank you for asking, man. Well, Duke fans want to hear from you. You were the first commit in this class for Manny Diaz and company. So quite simply put, I've got to start with this question right here. Why Duke? Why did you make the decision to commit to the Blue Devils?
Yeah, when I first visited Duke back in April of 2024 last year, the energy, the vibes, it was just different from any other school I went to. The people there, they recruit different types of people. Everyone is like the same. Like everyone is like your twin. Like it's crazy. So like I just knew it was home right then and there, and I'm glad I picked Duke.
Who were some of the other schools that you were considering or visiting when you say you're comparing it to other things that you had experienced? Who were those schools?
Yeah, Georgia Tech, Liberty, Auburn, Late, Wake Forest, schools like that. Yes, sir.
And so when you get to Duke and you start the process of figuring out whether or not you want to become a football player for the Blue Devils, I mean, was Duke a school that you had hoped to hear from?
Yeah, because it's an all-around school. You're set up for life. It's like I said, it's a 40-year decision, not a 4-year. So by me picking Duke, it'll set me up for life academically in life and stuff like that outside of football. So yeah, always considering Duke.
Tell me about Coach Diaz. As he's trying to recruit you, Duke fans got to love him. He's only had one season on the job so far, but what a great first year it was. And these recruiting classes he's putting together are truly unbelievable. What's it like to be recruited by him?
Yeah, it's crazy. I grew up watching him at Miami.
Sure.
I told him, like, it's crazy that you're actually recruiting me. He's so wise, and he has a lot of experience. So whatever comes out of his mouth, I listen. And he's also a funny guy too. So you just got to hang around him more because, y'all see the more serious side of him. But, now me and my family know how he acts, behind the scenes, and it's fun. So I like that.
Which I would imagine is important. I mean, right? You want to take football seriously, but then also it's important to show that you can have a fun side and relax a little bit and be good vibes all around. So that's really cool to hear. You mentioned your family. How big was your family for you throughout the recruiting process?
Yeah, they were a big part because, my family, I only have my mom with me, and I grew up just with my mom. So that's my ride or die. So whatever she says, I listen to. And she supported me throughout the whole process, and whatever I felt was right, she agreed, and she definitely agreed on Duke. So I'm glad. So
Well, okay, so if your mom means everything to you, I know that the coaching staff in particular makes sure that they make good impressions on the parents as well. What did that mean to you that it was just as important for Coach Diaz to win over Ayden Cain, but to also win over your mom?
yeah, they were definitely recruiting my mom too. It was crazy, and my mom loved it, and it means a lot because it means like they care about my family too, and not just me. It shows that, and it shows their character. So I like that.
Where does Duke see you playing when you get there? Like, what's the pitch to you on the football field?
Yeah, the 2 tech, 3 tech, I could play it all. I could slide out to the 5 tech sometimes. Not an edge rusher, but that type 5, 4 tech. So basically anything.
It feels like everything's on the table then.
Yes, sir. And I'm playing
It-
0 tech at my high school right now. So
Do you like that? Do you like that, there are many opportunities or many avenues that you can go when you go to Duke, like that there's an opportunity to play different things?
yes, sir. Because I feel like I'm versatile, and I want to show that in college. So yes, sir.
All right, so tell me a little bit more about the recruiting process from Duke. You mentioned, obviously, Manny Diaz, the head coach. Jonathan Packey did a great job as the defensive coordinator this past season. Who else on the defensive side of the ball has been active in your recruitment?
Yeah, Coach Gabe Infante, the special team / D-line coach. Also, Coach Alex Devine, the assistant D-line coach. Those are my guys. I talk to them every day. Also, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good duo to be recruited by. Yeah,
Yes,
go
sir.
ahead. Were you going to add somebody else there?
Nah, you
Okay,
got
yeah. Tell me a little bit more about Coach Packey, though, the defensive coordinator for Duke, and what your conversations have been like with him.
Yeah, we went out to dinner on my official visit, and he's so funny. Like, we anything, like I said, Duke recruits or have people in the building that act the same. We're just different people. Everyone's alert, funny. We could talk about anything. So we talked about a lot of stuff and how they will use me and stuff off the field, and it was just fun. So yes, sir.
When you take a look at your recruitment process again, you mentioned back in April 2024 is when Duke comes on your radar, right? And then you make the decision to commit and that sort of thing. Over a year has passed. How excited are you just to get there? I mean, you're looking at the calendar day by day go by, but just to be able to be a college football player.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. I'm blessed, and like I said, all thanks to God, and I'm blessed for that. But I'm focused on my senior year right now with my Gainesville guys. I just transferred over there. I'm trying to win a state championship, my first, and I have a great relationship with all the coaches on the staff too. Coach Niblett, Coach Jermaine Motley, Coach Casey Smith, which are my D-line coaches. I love everyone. I'll do anything for Gainesville football. So I'm focused on my senior year.
Yeah, totally fair. You don't want to waste or wish away all this time that's in front of you. And so making the decision to transfer to Gainesville, tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I was, I'm just trying to prepare myself the best for college. And I felt like Gainesville would do that for me. And they are. I'm getting a lot better with my speed, strength. I did some stuff today in the weight room I didn't think I could do. So it was great. So, yeah.
Awesome. Tell me about some of the individual goals that you've got for your senior season here.
Yeah, I want 15 sacks, strive for the stars, 20 TFL, 30 TFLs. Actually, I switched it. 100 tackles. And, yeah, those are individual for me.
That's awesome. And then the team success, like you mentioned, it'd be really cool for you to finish off your career with a championship there. Is the plan for you to enroll in January, Ayden, or what does that look like?
Yes, sir. I'm a mid-year.
Okay. And why did you make that decision?
Yeah, because I want to get in and get in the system, get ahead, learn the plays, build relationships with the players and stuff like that. I've already have, but, I just want to build on that and, have fun with the guys. So that's it.
How long have you been playing football?
Since I was like 3.
Wow.
Football, 3, 4, and then I moved up to tackle at 5.
So, has this really been a lifelong? Some people just start the sport when they get to high school. 3 years old, you're starting to play flag football. Has it always been a dream of yours to be a football player?
Yes, sir. I did basketball, swimming, soccer, tennis, track, anything, wrestling, but I cut it down in high school to, basketball, football, track, and wrestling. Then by now, I'm just cutting it down to, football. So I'm locked in on football now. So.
But a lot of people talk about the importance of being a multi-sport athlete, right? To not, in your early years, not put all your focus in football. You don't want to get burnt out on it. How important was that for you to get to play some of those other sports and learn different kind of techniques and levels of athleticism?
Yeah, it was great. Basketball helps with footwork, cardio.
Sure.
Wrestling, especially from my position, it helps you stand low, use your leverage, you learn how to use your body, stuff like that, get that feel. Tennis helps with coordination.
Right.
Different stuff, I'm glad I did all sports, growing up.
And now you've got the opportunity to focus on football and the time ahead. So we're fresh off your official visit just a couple of weeks ago to Durham to visit Duke. Tell us about that. What was that weekend like for you?
Yeah, the OV was great. Finally meeting all the commits, my boy Terry, Dane, Chad, and Sean. Yeah, it was great seeing all them. We hung out a lot, and, we're trying to get some more people on board with us.
How crazy was that? You guys have been texting and talking via social media for so long, and then you finally get the chance to show up and be together on an official visit and meet in person.
Yeah, it was crazy because, like I said, we all act the same. So just seeing it in person, it was just fun. And, yeah, I can't wait to get to Duke with them.
What's kind of next on your timeline this summer? Is it focused on high school football, or do you have any other big plans coming up in the football world?
Yeah, I'm just focused on my team right now. And I'll get back to Duke for like 2 games this year. We're thinking about the Tulane game.
Yeah, that'll be a big one.
Yeah, nothing confirmed yet, though. But, yeah, I'm just focused on my guys and my team where I'm at currently.
What's your message to other class of 2026 targets? Like when you're trying to get them to commit to Duke, what are you selling them on?
Yeah, you could start something new. We're building on something at Duke. The past 2 years, we've been like 9-4 each year. So you could come and be another game changer, help us get to the playoff and get over that hump. And we could possibly win a national championship within 3 years. So that's
I love it. Well, Ayden, what's kind of the last thing, your last message that you want to share with Duke football fans as they get to know you? What's the last message you want to leave with them?
I'm a hard worker. I can't wait to get there. I'm trying to win. I'm a winner. So expect me to be a leader, and I'm a great pass rusher. That's all.
I love it. Plug your socials, man. How can people tap in and follow you?
At Ayden J. Cain on Instagram, AYDEN J. Cain, CAIN on Instagram. On Twitter, Ayden Cain, AYDEN Cain, CAIN. And yeah, that's it.
I love it. All right, man. We'll do this again soon sometime. Thanks for the time today, Ayden.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Ayden Cain here with us today on Locked On Blue Devils. Today's episode of Locked On Blue Devils is brought to you by our friends over at Monarch Money. Do you ever wish managing your money felt easier? Well, with Monarch Money, it can. Whether you're growing your savings or planning a big purchase, Monarch puts you in the driver's seat. It's like having your own personal CFO, giving you full visibility and control over your finances. Monarch Money is more than a budgeting app. It's a complete financial command center. You can track all your accounts, investments, and spending in one place. So in addition to managing your money, you're also building wealth. Monarch Money is the absolute best. When I started using it, I was able to see just how much I was spending on things like food delivery. Now I'm able to budget smarter and save more. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONCollege at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first order. That's monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. Locked On College is the promo code over at monarchmoney.com for half off your first year. Monarch Money is a proud sponsor of Locked On Blue Devils. Super excited to be back here on Locked On Blue Devils. We've got another class of 2026 Duke football commit, Obinna Umeh. Learn the name, folks. He's a big-time addition to this class for Duke football. Obinna, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing well, Mr. JJ. I'm excited to be here. And just hit me with questions. I'm ready.
Yeah, well, I want to hear about this, man. It's been really cool to get to know the class of 2026. It feels like Duke is building something really, really special. And as I start with everybody, I just simply want to know, why Duke? Why did you commit to the program?
I think when I dumb it down, it was the intimacy of the school with the academics, right? With football being a big factor in my decision, I also knew what came first in my life, which was school, and how prestigious Duke was. That gravitated me towards that. And the reason why I chose it over a school like Stanford, so to speak, because it was the culture. The culture felt more like a family. It felt more like me, a place where I belonged. And I just knew that if I were to go here, I wouldn't wonder what if anywhere else. And being in Coach Diaz's offense, getting vertical, getting to the quarterback, that's where I wanted to be. And being coached by Coach Bauer, I couldn't ask for a better situation.
Without a doubt. I mean, so we look at the majority of these recruiting websites out there. You're listed 6'3", 225 on the defensive front out of Houston, Texas. So another Texas kid that's making his way to Durham. How did Duke get on your radar, Obinna? Do you remember the first contact that came through? Were you surprised? Was it a school that you wanted to hear from? Kind of tell us that timeline.
I think it was definitely later in my recruiting. Not like too late, but it was after I got Stanford and all the Ivies. And my first contact was with my head coach. He contacted me saying that Duke wanted my info. And next thing you know, I got Coach Bauer calling me. And,
That's awesome.
That's kind of how we got in contact. So it was probably like midway through back end of track season. And that's when we started getting in contact. And he called me and, filling me out with questions and just seeing where I was with my recruiting and where I wanted to be. And after talking to him, like, our decisions aligned with Duke. He loved my personality. I loved his. And then the next day I get the phone call from Coach Bauer, and he gave me the offer. And after Coach Diaz and the staff watched my film, they were ecstatic, and they wanted me to get down there for an unofficial. So that next week, I went down there, and it was amazing. I mean,
that says a lot right there. I mean, it's less than a week that you received this offer, and it feels like you made it. I don't want to speak for you, but it feels like you made it a priority to get to campus, to go ahead and get up there to Durham to see Duke.
Yeah, I think it was after my initial conversation with Coach Bauer, right? I knew that he was different from other coaches, right? He didn't ask me the regular questions like my size, my weight. He wanted to get to know me as a man. And I think that spoke volumes to me from not just Coach Bauer, but the Duke coaching staff and what their culture they were trying to set. They weren't trying to get good football players, but they were trying to get good young men. And the fact that he saw that in me kind of gravitated me towards the program and made me want to play for a coach such as Coach Bauer. And that's when I knew that, dang, this is something I want to be a part of. This is a staff that they're on the right path, they're on the right trajectory, and this is pretty sweet gig. So,
what were your first impressions of Duke's campus once you got there?
It's so neat. Like, everything looks the exact same, but it doesn't. So just seeing that concept, and I loved the what was it? The Coach K, like the camp outside. Yeah,
Krzyzewskiville, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I love the stadium too. I love like the dome and the Devil's Den at the top. It's sick. Yeah.
It is. It's a great atmosphere, and these game days are going to be incredible with classes like this 2026 one coming up to kind of transform what we think of Duke football. So talking about the timeline, once again, you've got this unofficial visit. Tell me about the decision to ultimately commit and other visits that took place to get up there to Duke.
So I had 3 official visits set up: Duke, Michigan State, and Stanford. It wasn't too later. after my Duke visit, I canceled my Michigan State visit. And I kind of dumbed it down to those 3 schools because one, I always wanted to go to Stanford. So it was kind of like my dream. So I was like, and once I got the offer, I got it and I was really happy.
Yeah.
Something fell off. I didn't feel like it wasn't what I imagined. And it was kind of like everything I imagined was at Duke. So I had to kind of accept that. And once I accepted that kind of realigned things for me. But I was like, we got 2 ACC schools with Duke and Stanford. Let's go see what else is out there. So wanted to go toward Big Ten school. But after going to Duke and seeing what it has to offer, I was like, I don't need to waste my time going to any other schools. So I need to go for what I want and not just go for like the reality of the official visits and the red carpet treatment. I mean, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. And so after canceling my Michigan State visit, I went on to Stanford, and it was awesome. It was everything I imagined and more, but something was lacking for me personally, and I think it was the intimacy of the academics and the school. It felt like Stanford football was its own different compartment, and then the school wasn't really behind it. But at Duke, it felt like the whole school was behind Duke football, and what came of Duke football was Duke University. And what came at Stanford football was just Stanford. Like there's just Stanford football and nothing to back. And I kind of showed in dividends over the years. Like I did my research. I mean, Duke has won 26 games over the last 3 years, top 3 in the ACC in every defensive category. And Stanford's back end bar. Stanford's won 9 games over the last 3 years. And I know the program's on different paths right now, but it just spoke so much volumes to me. And I was like, man, I think Stanford was my dream, but I think Duke is my calling, you know?
Yeah, that's well put, man. And we're certainly happy that you'll be playing football for Duke. So on that official visit, you got the chance to meet some fellow recruits and other guys in the class as well. How big of a factor was that? How big of a factor what you've mentioned the coaches, but teammates are just as big of the equation here. What was it like getting to know some of those guys, and how much of a factor did they play in your decision?
No, like I'll go off my 26 teammates. CJ, you know CJ Givers?
Yep.
Yeah, we were talking the whole official visit, and we were just talking together, and we were together most of the time. And we were to say, like, there's something about this school that makes you want to, like, be a part of it. Like, I think it was the prestige of playing high-level football, also getting a high-level education. You just felt like you were the coolest guy in the room. And I think that aspect and seeing how happy the players were, like the players that were actually there, that were playing.
Yeah.
Like they wanted to play for Coach Diaz. Like they wanted to be coached by the position coaches and the strength coaches. They were awesome. Like I said, the strength program gravitated me more towards the program because I was like, hey, look, if I make it to the NFL or not, I want to be the best athlete I can possibly be out of this process. And I knew that if I go to this Duke program, they were going to push me to limits that I didn't even know I had. And so I think that's mostly why I was like, hey, this is the place I want to be. Because one, I can become the best athlete I can be, pursue an elite degree, and also have fun because it's Duke. Yeah. And being around the like-minded individuals that were happy to be there. And I could tell, like Wes Williams at VJ, they were my host, and Bryce Davis, like they loved it. And them being transparent with me and saying like, hey, look, school wasn't easy, but it was a work hard, play hard mentality. And I think when they said when they would do well, it all just felt so rewarding because all the hard work they put in.
I love you already mentioning players on the current team. I love you talking about the weight room, right? It's hard not to be motivated when it's Coach Feely that's getting you fired up.
Yeah, Coach.
He can motivate anybody.
Right.
And so it's so excited to kind of see what that looks like for you in your college career. All right, so Duke football fans that may have never watched you play before, what would you tell them about your playing style? When people turn on the highlights, what are they going to see?
One, you're going to see effort, reckless abandon, and I would say, like my speed. I'm going to have the fastest get off. I'm going to first one off the ball every single time, and you're just always going to see me running to the ball. Like if it's the plays across the field or it's a play to my sideline, I'm going 110%, and no one's getting past me. That's how I play. That's my mentality. I kind of have a no retreat, no surrender kind of mentality when I play football. And so it's like whatever's in front of me, like I know that I'm better than you and you didn't work harder than me because I trust my work. I trust my preparation. And I kind of go into the football aspect with a no fear mindset because I know what I've put in. I know what I've done to get here. My preparation, I trust my coaches. And so, yeah, you're going to see me playing my tail off and me getting to the ball, and I play fast. So, yeah.
All of that's so cool to hear, man. I'm excited to kind of see that translate to the ACC and big time plays inside Wallace Wade Stadium. I mentioned your Texas roots. There are a couple of Texas players already on this Duke roster. Sean Stover's a Texas kid that's in this Duke class on the offensive line. How has playing high school football in Texas prepared you for the next level?
Wow. I would say it's definitely molded me to go against good on good competition every single day. Because, being in Texas, I mean, you're going to see top talent in the country every week, week in to week out. And so I think kind of being used to that ever since Little League and up to now, it's going to help me transition easier to college because I've been playing against high-level talent all my life.
No
and
doubt.
It's kind of made me a better football player and a better athlete because since you're playing such a high level, you're kind of forced to match that, or you're going to get left behind. So that pushes me and made me a better athlete. So, yeah.
Everything's bigger in Texas, including high school football. And there's a reason you guys have so much success once you get to the college level, without a doubt. Tell me about your family. What type of an impact has your family been on your life, but then also in this journey, man? I mean, deciding where you're going to play college football is definitely a big decision. And I know your family was a big part of that.
Yeah. So I'm Nigerian, as someone might could tell by my name, and my family played a big role in my decision. Growing up, my mom and my dad, they've instilled education in me since I was very young. And as I know, I'm going to put the helmet down someday. I kind of went big into my decision, and I knew that this opportunity, and so did my head coach when we were talking about it, Coach Davis, is that I knew this opportunity that arose for me was bigger than just football. And I could get an elite degree and pursue my dream of becoming a doctor to kind of propel myself and put myself in the best situation to not just having the best college experience, but also play the game I love. And so with growing up, I went to private school my whole life, St. Thomas More, preschool through 8th grade. Then I went to St. Thomas now. And so just being in private education my whole life and facing rigorous academics, I didn't want to cut that short when I get to college. So I knew that I had to keep that standing of elite education. And that kind of helped my parents kind of make my decision between Duke and Stanford and be in line with me and support me no matter what. And so with my siblings too, like they were saying, like, Duke or Stanford is so you, like, you can't win in this. I mean, you can't lose in this situation. Like, it's a win. And so just going into that and knowing what I'm going to get out of this and keeping my focus where it needs to be, I think that kind of played a big role in my decision. And my Nigerian culture and kind of like it's in my blood to work hard. All right, I'm going to work my tail off wherever I go, and I'm taking advantage of the opportunity that God has blessed me with and the gift that he's blessed me with. So going to Duke is nothing but a blessing, and I'm going to use it to the best of my ability.
Well said, man. You're firing us up. We're ready for football season to be here and for you to enjoy your last senior season of high school, and then you get to start the college journey as well. What's that final message you want to say for Duke football fans out there? A vision for the future, what this 2026 class is going to bring? How do you want to leave things here with Duke football people?
Well, with Coach Diaz's staff coming in, there's a new president coming, and there's a new standard that's obviously been instilled over the years and taking place now. So I can tell you this, when my class gets here and the class that is playing now, there will be a new standard that will be set and a new culture. We will win. We're going to win. Championships will be won, and Duke football will be back on the big stage. And it's going to be fun. So we're going to hop on this boat because it's sailing.
Yeah, I'm on the boat with you, man, and I want more people to join us there as well. So, Obinna, thank you for being here on the show today. Tell Duke fans where they can follow you, plug your social media, and how people can tap in.
Okay, yeah, for sure. My Instagram is at Obinna Umeh _. So my Twitter at Obinna Umeh _. And Mr. Jackson, can you tag that in the bottom?
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll be sure to tag it for people to be able to follow along. So thanks for being here, man. We'll do this again soon, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Jackson.
Obinna Umeh being here with me on Locked On Blue Devils. And we're back here on Locked On Blue Devils. JJ Jackson joined by another class of 2026 Duke football commit Tyson Sanford out of Peachtree Ridge High School there in Georgia, joining us on the show today. Tyson, it's good to see you, my man. How are you?
Good. I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Very well. Thank you for asking. Glad to have you here on the show with us. A really simple question to start that I've been asking all the recruits, man. Why Duke? Why ultimately did you make the decision to commit to the Blue Devils?
Man, it was really so many reasons. Like, number one, so their corner, obviously Chandler Rivers, I'm sure everyone knows him. He's one of the highest graded corners in the nation, the highest actually. So, and it's not even like he's crazy, because you know how you have a lot of 6'3" corners and this and that, what they look for, but he's low, he's a little bit shorter than me, so he's around my size and still at the highest PFF. So I know no matter what size you are, I know Coach Bentley could not that it was just Coach Bentley, but I'm sure he put in the work too. But I'm sure with the combination of just working hard and having Coach Bentley as a coach, there's a lot possible going to Duke. And then just in the academics, I want to also have a good degree, because football not gonna last forever. So I go to NFL, get done when I'm 30. I still gotta do something after that. So it was a lot of great reasons. The people were amazing. There's a lot of people like me, because there's a lot of people there that care about a lot of things in life, not just football. But obviously, we all go hard at football. So it was a real lot of good things, to be honest.
No doubt. Tell me a little bit about the process in terms of when did you first hear from Duke in the recruiting process?
It was late April, so right before we started spring practice, I heard from them, and then obviously it was sometime in May that ended up Coach Bentley ended up coming, and the safety coach, he ended up coming to the spring practice, and that's when I got the offer. So I knew I wanted to go there as soon as I got the offer. I was just in contact with them ever since then, because I knew it was a good school. So
what was that feeling like when you got an offer, man? How did they tell you? How'd they break the news?
Man, because Coach Bentley, he's real cool and real chill. So he just came over to me, gave me a handshake. He was like, "You got the offer." I was I tried to hold it in. I tried to match the energy. I was all right. But it felt amazing. When I got in the car, going back from practice, I was through the roof. It felt great.
That's incredible. All right, so then tell me about the process of getting up on a visit there to Duke. When was your first time taking a trip up there to campus?
So the OV was actually my first time, because like I said, I had got the offer May, so it was hard to really. It would have been hard to get an unofficial one, because all the unofficials were
and all that.
All the unofficials were in April. But it was better late than never. It was everything happens for a reason. It was perfect timing. So
tell me about that. Tell me about the official visit then.
Oh man, it was great. So we flew in. It was a nice little visit, because it was only me. It was me and the other corner that committed. So it was amazing. It was all the focus was on us. And I'm talking about everywhere I went, it was the DB coaches were all there. The head coach, even the head coach, Coach Diaz, he was there everywhere. It was not a moment where we were at that he wasn't there. He was just showing us love. It was great support from everybody. And then when I got there, I had dinner with Coach Bentley. Me and Jaden, the other corner, we had dinner with Coach Bentley. It was a nice dinner. It was cool. And then the next day, following day, that's when we they started showing us around facilities. Everything was good, just like expected. Even got to see the basketball stadium was pretty cool, because a lot of great games happening there too. So it's just cool seeing every aspect, even seeing the where we're gonna stay in the dorms. It was a nice little dorm. So just everything, I liked everything about it. To me, it was not a single thing I didn't like. So that was really
from the practice facilities to Wallace Wade Stadium itself, you've got Cameron Indoor right there, and people know how big of a deal Duke basketball is, and now you get to be a part of the Duke family. Kind of the Gothic architecture. A lot of people feel like you're Hogwarts walking around campus.
It is kind of cool. It's interesting. I like it. It's cool.
Yeah, no doubt about that. All right, so you're on the visit. You're getting a chance to interact with these coaches. You talked about Coach Bentley being there a lot for you by your side, but you did mention the head coach, Manny Diaz. What was it like getting to be around him? Tell us a little bit more about Coach Diaz.
It was real good talking to him, because obviously I was been talking to Coach, because I was talking to Coach Bentley and Coach Edmonds. Coach Edmonds is the assistant corners coach. I was talking to them a lot. Obviously, some of the other coaches reached out to me, but I didn't really get a chance to talk to Coach Diaz a good amount before I got there, because I had never seen him in person. So it was good to finally see him talk to him. He was real great guy. Like he was like real cool. He like just like I said, he was real interactive with me. Like he was always around. Like it was great. And I had a great conversation with him at the end of the OV. Just him being real. Like I said, they don't try to sell you on hype. They keep it real, and that's what I like. Like he was just being honest, not trying to sell me on hype. Just man, we gonna make you a better person, football, anything, everything. So
yeah, that's super cool to hear, man. And I know that fires up a lot of people. So talking about Coach Diaz and kind of the program he's built, a really first strong year this past season. This upcoming season, they've got high expectations in the cornerback room. Like you said, you've got Chandler Rivers, who's got a lot of potential out in front of him for this upcoming season. But also looking at the defense as a whole, Coach Packey has done a really good job as the defensive coordinator, getting those guys lined up and squared away. What did you like about the Duke defense? What were did you get to meet and interact with Coach Packey?
Yeah. So he was showing us everything about the defense, because they have this thing. I think it's called the 4 T's. So it's like toughness, tackle, takeaways. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot the other one, but he went through a whole slideshow and everything. Like I like him a lot because he had that energy. He was just I like him a lot. I'm not gonna lie. And then their defense, I love their defense. I be playing NCAA. I be using a formation. Like I could be using a different team. I use Duke's defense. So I like their defense a lot. And they definitely they set up corners to make play, have them blitzing off the edge. They just move them around. They do a lot of good things just for you to be able to maximize your potential. Like they know how to use skill sets and just move you. Like I like that a lot. That's one thing I really like.
You talked about Jaden Boyd was there on the visit with you as well, another cornerback in the class. What was it like getting to know him and knowing that you guys are going to be kind of starring in the same room together?
Yeah, it was real cool to know him. We had a nice little connection on the visit. Like even his parents were real cool. Like we weren't even just talking about football. We were talking about track and all. It was a lot of similarities there. So I can't wait to play beside him one day. It's gonna be cool. We gonna do some great things because we both fast. So ain't nobody getting by us. So.
I love that. Okay, what about the rest of the class, man? What's it been like? I mean, you mentioned on the official visit it was just the two of you, but this is a class.
Yeah,
every single day it feels like we're getting more commits.
Exactly, and then, so because we have a little group chat and all that, so every time a new person commits, we all jump on and we congratulations. We love to have that. We need some more people though. We need to get a tight end and all that. So we be what's it called? We be
recruit them themselves.
Yeah, they'll put it in the group chat and be like, oh, holler at this guy. It's funny, but we want we trying to get everybody turn this thing up. We trying to we went 9-4 last year, trying to go even better than it should only go up.
Yeah.
Better people. So it's gonna be good.
We've heard a lot that the quarterback Terry Walker does his fair share.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He be it's funny. He'll send somebody in the group chat and be like, holler at him. He try to even it was a safety he didn't commit to. He committed to NC State. And he was like, man, you should have showed. He was in this comment too. It was funny. It was like should have showed Duke, but hey, he gonna see why I should have showed Duke. It's gonna be Duke. It's gonna be good.
Dude, that's super exciting, man. All right, well, I want to hear a little bit more about the type of player you are. If people have never turned on your highlight tape, when they watch Tyson Sanford play football, what's going to jump out to them?
Yeah, man, to be honest, just me locking up the best receiver on the field. I don't even get that many targets. I'll probably get maybe on average at most 2 targets a game, and that's on a good day. So I'm gonna just blanket whoever I'm on. It don't matter if he's 6'5", it don't matter if he's 5'7", whatever you do. No one can run by me on fast. I'm a technician. I take in the game. I know I dissect routes. When he gets to 5, okay. When he gets past 5, okay. Once he gets to 8 to 10, it could be a double move. Once he's past 10, okay, it's curl, comeback. I just know the game and I trust my technique. Everything I do in practice, hard work. I know myself, nobody going against me. I know nobody's gonna beat me. So it makes it real easy, especially being fast. Man, knowing I don't even this year I didn't even have a single pass called to me over 10 yards. The only pass I had called me, it was 2. One was a curl, but it was really on me, and then one was a little hitch. But no one's once you get past 5, you're not catching the ball at all.
That's so awesome. Yeah, people should definitely go check out your tape. Then, what about at the next level, Tyson? I mean, right away as a freshman, I'm sure you're wanting to contribute immediately as soon as you get that opportunity. Is that special teams possibly? Is that playing outside? What are you excited about those opportunities?
Yeah, so even like you said, if you turn on my film, you see me blocking kicks, scoring after blocking the kick on special teams, just all that. So I do anything to help the team win. So special teams, that's definitely like a big way. Like definitely freshman year, I know for sure I'm gonna at least be on special teams, and then hopefully like obviously I want to be a starting corner, but you got to learn. It's more than just being a good player. You got to learn everything. So maybe getting on third down because I trust I know I could cover. Like ain't no question about that. So maybe getting on like third and long, put me in the slot, lockdown. It don't matter. Plan to get on the field for sure. Whether that starts with special teams, that's probably how it's usually gonna start. But I'm ready for that because I said, I blocking kicks, I do all that. So I'm ready.
Tell me about the return game. I mean, is that something that you're hopeful to do? Like get you back?
Yeah, I would like to.
You want to make some plays?
Yeah, exactly. I want to make some plays, but I'm not gonna reach for the moon right now. I'm gonna start with blocking kicks. Then after I block some kicks, then I can get back to the return. And then, if I'm at the return, if I'm returning the ball, I'll probably be the starting corner by then. So, hey, that's how it's gonna go.
I love it. All right, well, you've got one more year of high school football left, man. Like I said, there at Peachtree Ridge, Bradley Roby, Cameron Hayward. I mean, it's a who's who of guys who have come out of that program.
Yes,
you've got one more season where you get the opportunity to play for the Peachtree Ridge Lions. What does that feel like, man? Is it pretty surreal knowing it's coming?
It feels great. And the hard thing about it is trying to not look into the future like, oh, I'm ready to go to Duke. So, like, I'm just trying to, like, just channel, like, just be like, oh, I got a couple months left before I go to college. So this is like the season where I'm really gonna like make sure like, man, I'm gonna just be a technician, do everything right that I need to do because this is the last high school season I'm gonna get. So I'm finna ball out for sure.
Tell me about your family, Tyson. What has your family meant to you in this process? I mean, I know that this is a difficult decision everybody has to make, and you've got a lot of good people there in your corner helping you.
Yeah, man, it really a lot. Like, just they gave me so much confidence because, like, because I'm from Chicago, so like a lot of my family's in Chicago, and then I went there like Christmas break, and then so that's like December. I had no offers because I didn't get my first offer till January, and I just went there, and they were just telling me like it would be like my cousin and my uncle would be like they had a lot of like they almost had like more like confidence. Like I have a lot of confidence myself, but they almost had like. Feel like they have more confidence in me than I am myself. Like it's just like,
awesome.
Like you're gonna be in the NFL, this, that. I'm like, I'm listening, but I'm like, shit, I'm just focusing on right now. But it'd be like, cause I had no offers. It's just like, oh, you're gonna get offers soon. It's just like they spoken into existence. Even my grandma, like she be praying on me and all that. I be praying too. So there's a lot of good things. Family, just a great support system. My family has been real great.
Yeah, and on the visit, was it cool that the coaches got to meet your family? That was,
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, because my dad, he was playing cards with Coach Diaz, so that was pretty funny. I was when they were doing that, I was with the players though. So the players were cool. Obviously, we went go-karting. It was it was me and Jaden, and then two of their corners. It was Landon and That was my host, Landon. So it was pretty cool. We went go-karting. We did a couple rounds of that, and then we did some laser tag. So it was pretty nice. They were pretty cool. Like I said, all the Duke players, it's something about them that's just real similar. Like they know what guys to bring in, keep them together. Like another thing that stuck out, it was they don't really have many guys transfer out, which is I figure who I wouldn't want to no one. I don't want to transfer out of here. So. But that's also a big thing. So just being able to keep those guys together all 4 years, like it'll only make the team better, the chemistry better.
That's awesome.
And more games.
Absolutely. That's the big goal at the end of the day. Tyson, it has been amazing getting to hear your story, getting to hear about the decision there to commit to Duke. I want Duke football fans out there to hear from you one final time. What is that message you want to leave with them? What can they expect from this class of 2026 or any goals that you've got for yourself?
Oh yeah, nah. When class of 2026 get there, it's gonna be Duke is already on the rise, but it's gonna like skyrocket. Like we will be competing for a national championship, and we will be winning the ACC every year, and that's a fact. So
I love that.
stamp that. We standing on that. It's gonna happen. So they need to get ready for it because we're not just a basketball school no more. We play some good football. We football and basketball. So they're gonna see.
Amen to that. That is awesome to hear. How can people follow you? Plug your socials for me.
So my Instagram is Tyson Sanford 6. Well, Tyson.Sanford 6. And then my Twitter is just Tyson_J_Sanford. So it's just my name. Pretty easy to get to. So
awesome. Tap in and give them a follow. Tyson, this has been amazing. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Tyson Sanford on Locked On Blue Devils.